Professor Abakah assumes a moral high ground and pontificates, when in actual fact, if the spotlight is shown on him, he is reduced to a moral dwarf. How can someone who compulsorily retired in 2014 from the employment of the University of Education at the rank of an associate professor be promoted a little over 4 years later in 2019 as a professor? This is his promotion letter. We will give you copies. Documents we have in our possession indicate that Professor Abakah used his position as chairman of UW Governing Council to engineer a retroactive application of a statutory provision which did not apply to him when he was in active service to gain promotion. It is eye-opening to observe that Professor Abakah failed statute-wise to gain promotion under a previous administration, but under the administration of his protege, Professor Afuboni, under a governing council that he, Professor Abakah, chairs, that the rules were tinkered to enable him be promoted with retrospective effect even after about 5 years of his retirement. Incredible indeed. In fact, the document that the registrar cites in his letter of 11 July 2018, Conditions of Senior Members of Public Universities of Ghana, has not been accepted nor implemented by the various university councils of the public universities of Ghana and by extension government. It is non-existent. So why this selective application? Was it because Professor Abakah stood to benefit from this whimsical retroactive application of the rules? We aver that indeed he did benefit also in a pecuniary fashion because his promotion was backdated to 19th December 2013. Thus, he stood to gain from back pay, calculated from December 2013. If this decision did not border on conflict of interest, gross corruption, wanton dissipation of public funds, and bending rules to suit oneself because one is in power, then we do not know what conflict of interest is. We know that Professor Abakah, as a former Pro-Vice Chancellor of UW, retired in 2014 and left the university under the previous administration with so much bitterness. Therefore, he should have honorably declined acceptance to the position of council chairman because of the existence of a potential conflict of interest, which has clearly been demonstrated or actualized. His biases, dislike, and retributive vengeance have all contributed immensely to the crisis we find in UW today. If not for these negative qualities, Professor Abakah was in a good position to help the Vice-Chancellor chart a peaceful reconciliatory path as charted by the President, His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, at his investiture. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, this is the man, Professor Abakah, who wishes us all to believe that he is a moral giant, a stern disciplinarian, and a stickler to the rules. We are by this release calling on the President of the Republic to initiate a full-scale investigation into the conduct of Professor Emmanuel Abakah on the Council and to bring him to book if found complicit. We equally call on CHRAJ to investigate the conflict of interest situation Professor Abakah finds himself in.